It's the perfect time of year to hop on a bike or lace up your walking shoes and check out some of the incredible public artwork our city has to offer. And the Winnipeg Arts Council is hosting walking and biking tours this summer to get you outside to explore Winnipeg. Joining us now is the Council's Public Art Manager, Tamara Rae Biebrich. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us and helping us get the word out.
Absolutely. Now, to start off, talk a little bit about the different types of public art our Winnipeg has.
Oh, you know, we have so many amazing artists here and community members who express themselves creatively. And so we have sculptural works, we have murals, we have banners. Sometimes we'll do kind of temporary performances or installations. Sometimes we'll have a giant fountain in Millennium Library Park, empty full, or we'll have the ghost of a streetcar in front of City Hall. So there's all sorts of things to discover all around the city.
You guys have been doing these walking and biking tours for years, drawing, you know, as you were mentioning before we came on air, hundreds of people each year. How do these tours work?
You know what? It's set up really great where we work with a different tour guide for a few years. Chloe Card is an architecture student who's leading them for us this year. Basically, you just sign up on our website, winnipegarts.ca, or through Eventbrite. It's free. We set up a map and a list of artworks that we're going to visit, and then you just bring your kind of friends and neighbors. Sometimes it's visitors to the city, and we go out onto the streets of Winnipeg, walk around on parks, visit libraries, seeing art all around the city. And what's really great is that our tour guide wants to hear from everybody because everybody brings kind of different ideas, different perspectives to artwork. So we talk a little bit about the artist's intention and the behind the scenes stories, which is always kind of fun things about construction that you learn, or about complications around the site or whatnot. But then Chloe makes sure that she asks you what you think about the art, and so you get to learn from your neighbors kind of what they bring to it as well. So it's just like a really fun way to get out and to get to know your city and your neighbors.
And a lot of these pieces, you know, are rooted in either Winnipeg stories or places. You kind of touched on that with maybe, you know, a background on them, but what's a good example of a piece of art, you know, with a truly Winnipeg story?
Well, I think the Roostertown Kettle has become quite iconic. It was one of the works that we commissioned along the new rapid transitway, the Blue Line, and it's close to the Métis community of Roostertown that was there throughout the early 1900s, but was displaced for the development of Grant Park Mall. But it's really great because it talks about Métis hospitality and how there's always kind of a kettle, and if somebody knocks at the door, you know, come on in, have a cup of tea. But it also talks about unequal access to water on different communities, and especially First Nations across the country. So it's great that art can be in some ways this like simple icon that kind of catches your eye, but there's always stories behind it that you can learn a little bit more about your community and the land that we live on.
And this is also, you know, it gets people outside, it gets them active. Exercise and art, you may not always tie those two things together, but they do work, hey?
Yeah, they really do, and we're lucky to partner with Bike Winnipeg, who helps to marshal and lead our bike tours. So they help us develop the maps so that you can learn about different bike paths around the city. There's marshals who are making sure that everybody's getting through traffic safely, and it's kind of like a slow pace so that anybody who wants to try it can go out. But it's a great way, yeah, just to get moving, to get around the city and maybe learn something or see parts of the city that you're not aware of.
And folks at home, if this tour schedule doesn't work for you, the Arts Council actually has an app online, and you can take self-guided tours anytime. Tamara, thank you so much for joining us today, and hope to see you out on a tour soon.